Hello guys, welcome to a session by Shashira. Hope you are all having some great times. So success of all your marketing activities will depends on your customer. So in this digital era, it's all about how we are going to convert your click into leads. For that, you will need to come out with a successful marketing funnel. So in this session, we are going to discuss about different strategy and approaches which are required on designing a digital marketing funnel. So let's welcome Nikhil Sai. So he's going to share some insights on digital designing a successful digital marketing funnel. So Nikhil, welcome to my session. So it's my pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
So let's get into
Thank you.
start.
Thank you, Shashira. Thank you for having me. Thanks for
Yes,
having
yes.
me. It
Let's
means
get
a lot.
the
Yeah,
session start. So please introduce yourself,
that's
Nikhil.
awesome. So, yeah, Shashira, my name is Nikhil Sai. I do funnel designing, affiliate marketing, and business consultation. I
Okay.
create business strategies for business, like for people who run online business as well.
Okay.
So, if you need a bit introduction about myself, like unfortunately, I was not born with a silver spoon.
Okay.
Uh, I don't say like my life was very crappy. I say that I was not up to the mark.
Okay.
My parents didn't have very good financial resources to do all the stuff which I really required, but they given the 100% that they could. So uh, up to the mark, they joined me in a very good English medium high school, which is one of the top in my city. And I've learned English, and I've always been a hustler. Actually, to be honest, I feel that this is the one thing that everyone should be having, always
Okay.
thinking about one thing, like
Mm.
desire to achieve something in their life, not just
Yes,
to watch
yes.
Netflix or Amazon Prime. I don't feel that's wrong, but unfortunately with that you should be having some desire to success, right? You
Yes,
should
yes,
inspire
yes.
some other people. That
Yes.
is my motto ultimately.
Okay.
Nikhil, I feel like if anyone knows me, they should feel inspiration when they listen my name.
That's
That's my
great.
ultimate goal.
That's great.
So yeah, I started money hunting, to be really honest, when I was in sixth grade. That's
Okay.
where like smartphones started booming, and everyone is just using smartphones and all that stuff. That's where like 3G came to India. So
Okay.
just there were really small phones like
Yeah, yeah.
3G phones, where I was downloading some applications. And yeah, I was a techie guy from beginning. I love computers, I love phones, but unfortunately we couldn't afford a computer. That was my situation then. So yeah, my mom used to have a phone. Like I used to tweak that all the time. I used to play games, and the first thing I still remember, the thing I first time searched in YouTube is how to make money online. So that was the
Okay, okay,
case
that's
for
cool,
me
cool.
from the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something crazy. So yeah, so
Okay.
what happened is really, yeah. So I really started. There were some applications like Earn Money, True Balance, that kind of a referral applications where when we refer someone, we can
Okay.
get like 5 rupees, 10 rupees.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
still remember referring thousands of people for that.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
used to recharge my mom's phone, my dad's phone using
That's
that
great.
balance. So
That's great.
that's what was. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I was six, and that like when I was studying my sixth standard, so I was, it
Okay.
was crazy time, and I was always searching for new opportunities. I've literally watched like hundreds of hours of content about how to make money online. And
Okay.
trust me, everything is scammy. Nothing is like very transparent. One or the other people are always trying to sell stuff, even in that times. So like lately I started with different things, and always I've been making some money in the back end by having applications. I used to play 8 ball pool. I used to sell coins. If you remember the game 8 ball pool, it was like one of the top games before PUBG. Now PUBG
Yeah,
changed
okay.
everything. So before PUBG there were like Clash of Clans and
Mhm. Yeah, I
this
remember.
one 8 ball pool. So I was a pro player at 8 ball pool. I used to like
Oh,
play game like anything else. I used to close at very high success rate. So
okay.
what I did was I was very good at game. I was making so many coins, like I had like billions of coins in my account. So then I started to join some Facebook groups, and then I saw the demand. Like people are selling coins, people are paying for coins in the 8 ball
Okay.
pool, because that was something crazy then back. So what I did is I simply started to fulfill their orders. So like that's, I guess, like in my 10th standard, I started to fulfill the orders for like to sell coins. So that's how I started. And actually by selling coins to other people, I used to make like 20 rupees, 30 rupees. So that was a situation that I used to sell 10,000 coins, 20,000 coins. So in that way, I made approximately 15,000 rupees. So I invested that money to buy my own personal computer. So
Oh,
that was
that's
like
great.
my first achievement.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, like after I bought the computer, I started tweaking many different things. I learned designing applications. Then I started like I've never been a happy person. I always wanted something more because I know what I deserve. I've always struggled for what I like, what I deserve. I always look forward. Always I aim for the
Okay.
top at least. So what
Okay.
I did is I researched how to create applications. I learned like coding and that kind of stuff. And then back then, like when I was in my after my 10th, I started like I joined into diploma. If you know, like polytechnic, I joined mechanical engineering diploma. So yeah, it was pretty good actually. So yeah, I joined my second year diploma, and then like because of the money I made, I bought a computer and I learned the coding. And then like Google released a new platform called AdMob, where they will give some tokens to put in your own applications to get ads. And then like if you create an app and publish it, uh, if someone clicks on the ads by using the application, you make some money, right? So what I did is I learned everything and I started to create literally 10, 20, 30 applications that time, and I published all of them on Play Store. And pretty much I was making good money back then. And it ran, like you can say, it ran for like 6 or 7 months. And then what really happened is AdMob stopped providing services for like non-recognized people who publish applications. So
Okay.
again, that
Okay.
went down. And yeah, like unfortunately after my second year, that went down. And I
Mhm.
made pretty good money, you can say around 50 to 60,000 rupees within that uh,
Oh,
three
oh,
four month
that's cool,
span.
cool.
So what I did is I really invested that money in my family as well, and as well as like I bought my first phone. Till then I
Oh,
didn't have a phone.
that's great.
So yeah, yeah. So like that was my second year of polytechnic. And also in my final year of polytechnic, what I really did is I was going nuts because like the online thing, because of I worked very hard to create applications, to build them, to publish them, to advertise them. But unfortunately, as AdMob stopped paying me money, I was
Okay.
completely unmotivated, right? So what I
Oh,
did was, let's try something offline. I was into like, let's try something offline. And again, I went into some network marketing things. And
okay.
yeah, I've tried multiple things. I tried to go to meetings and try to connect with more people to sell soap, toothpaste, and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
And I
oh,
was embarrassed. Like I didn't say I went very like deep, but still I went to like maybe one event, but I was not happy doing that. Like I know, like I did the math. It was like if I sell like 1 lakh rupees product, I was making maybe 2 or 3,000 rupees in commission. Then I did the math. Even if I put a general store and if I sell items worth of 1 lakh, then I would be at least making 5 or 6,000 rupees in the worst case, right? So then I
yeah.
figured out, no, network marketing is not something for me. Then I left that thing, because actually whenever you're getting into something, I recommend to do the math, because logic is really important. I know selling is emotional, but whenever you're trying to do something, definitely math. Do the math
Yes,
every time.
yes,
So
yes.
every business opportunity, every time when you try to invest on something, do the math and see the returns what you're getting back, and see the effort you need to put in. Then
Yes,
calculate the risk. Then you can decide whether you should join that or not.
yes, yes.
And yeah, so I was really unmotivated by that, and I was not making any money. Unfortunately, there was something bad going in my life, and uh, that was a hard situation for me. Then like till then I never read a book till my final year of diploma. Even my college books, I was very good at college without reading. I just listened to class and I just attempt exams
Oh,
directly
that's
without
great.
reading, and I cleared all the exams at, you can
Oh,
say, above the mark, like you can say A
okay.
grade every
Uh,
time.
uh,
So yeah, I was never a bookie guy. Yeah, I would laugh like when someone reads book. I would do crazy stuff. I would disturb them. I didn't know the worth of books, because unfortunately I don't like studies, to be really
yes, yes.
honest. I
Mm.
feel that educational system, not only in India, education system everywhere isn't built for business. That's very sure. It's built for employees. It's just creating employees, right? So that's my opinion on educational system, and I'm definitely going to change it in near future. So yeah, what was happening was, I remember like after my fifth semester, that means my third year of diploma, like when the results came out, I was like the third person to have good results, and the first guy who came first in our class teacher gave him a book.
Oh,
It was the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I was going
okay.
nuts. I was making fun of him. You are rich, you are poor. I was making literally fun of him, and I
Okay.
was doing crazy stuff. Literally, he cried that day. Then I stopped. I stopped tweaking him. So like after like 10-15 days, like I was idle at home again, searching for get rich quick schemes and all that stuff. I always learn. I don't watch entertainment stuff. I always love to learn something. I always watch biographies. I always watch young people succeeding, their TEDx and Joe Talks and all that stuff. I always watch some inspirational content. So what I did was, unfortunately, after like this book, I didn't go through the book even. What I was like out of seeing, I was always having like lot of money in my life. I was feeling that definitely, like I
Okay.
have very good dreams, but I'm not able to fulfill them because of lack of money ultimately, right?
Okay.
So I was depressed, like what to do exactly. I want to figure out what I want to be. And then I started, where can I earn? Where can I have freedom? Then I searched, like I'm a very good like student. I already told you I'm very good at academics and all that kind of stuff. So what happened is, I've prepared, like I've seen some success stories about IAS officer, and I've damn surely fixed that I'm going to be IAS officer. So I was mentally prepared in my mind, and I was searching for a lot of stuff, and I downloaded the Unacademy. I was going through all the stuff. I was reading some stuff. Then I figured out, then again, like in the process, while I was mentally preparing that I'm going to be a, you can say, IAS officer, I was planning, like what should I do after my diploma. I should go to Hyderabad. I should join in engineering college. In the meanwhile, I should be preparing for my IAS exam. I was planning this stuff. In the meantime, what did happen was, suddenly I was like, one day in the evening time, I still remember that day, there was no one in my home. So I was alone. It was dark and all. I off all the lights. Suddenly I was like, okay. So suddenly I remember the day of results, and I was like, why did madam gave him the book? What is the book? Is there something special? So maybe I should go through the one. And what I did is, unfortunately, I can't go and buy the book on the spot, right? So what I did is, on Google, like I typed Rich Dad Poor Dad free download. Unfortunately, every Indian does this hit. So I downloaded a free PDF version of it and started reading it. After reading like 5 to 10 papers, I got completely into it. I completely stick to that, and it went on and on and on. I actually read at like almost half of the book within like 4 hours, completely in it. I've never read a book before. That was the first time I was reading a book, and it was a self-help book, right? I've never done that shit before. So after realizing, like after reading 50% of the book, then I stopped reading that, and I was looking around myself, and then I realized my whole life was a lie. My parents didn't know the money game. No one around me know the money game. I was completely like brainwashed by the book, and I was like, yeah, this is not the thing I want to do. Everyone is like lying with me from the time when I was born. So this is not what's really happening. This is not how we should manage the finances. Then I understand the money game. Really, I suggest everyone to read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T.
Yes, yes, yes,
Kiyosaki.
yes.
That's a life-changing book for me. So what really happened was, my mind is completely reprogrammed, and I understand like my parents are not good at finances. Everyone, most of the, like I think like 99% of the people don't know how money works. I know they
Yes.
get money, they pay the bills, they all, it's like a cycle, but that's not how money works. If you want freedom, you should do something else. Then I understand, I did the math. Like if I want to have freedom in my life, like my dream car is Lamborghini, so I definitely want to roll in that. Definitely I'll be like doing that within like my
Yeah,
25. I'm
that's
damn
good.
sure about that. So I was doing the math again, like okay, so if I became an IAS officer, what will be my income and what will be my potentiality to reach my dreams? And I did the math again, and unfortunately, when I became an IAS officer, I
Okay.
can't buy a Lambo in my life. Not even not even a sports car. I did the math,
Okay.
to be really
Yes.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I appreciate everyone who is doing like social service and who
Uh-huh.
become IAS officer to serve the nation to take to next level.
Yes.
Like they are very important. They are backbone of the country. But unfortunately, that's not me. That's not me.
Okay.
I realized that thing because my chase was for money. My chase was for freedom, not not for being an IAS officer. Right. That's why I chose that field. So then I was like, okay, what should I do? Right, I still remember the time. It was like 2019, no, sorry, 2018 November back then. So what I did is, completely in the December, I was continuously going, like by reading the Rich Dad Poor Dad, I was very clear that I should be a business owner and I should do investing with the money I get. So I was very clear that I should start a business. I don't know what to do. I'm damn sure that I should start a business. So I was watching lot of stuff. I've been watching like Dr. Vivek Bindra's videos, if you know who he is. He gives a lot like case studies of how business works and all that shit. So I've gone through like hundreds of videos about business and how offline businesses work. I didn't have like a thought to get online again, because you know, after the ad mob and applications thing, I completely tracked off of the online. So what I did is I simply started to, you can say, look for offline business. And at that time, my father was having a shop in my location. So like there was a friend, like he's one of my best friend. So what I did is like I had like, you guess, like 10,000 rupees in my pocket at that time. So I want to start a business. So like in January 2019, what I thought as like I wanted to start some food truck. I that I did the math, I convinced my parents, and all that happened. But unfortunately, again in the last moment, I didn't. I was not able to adjust all the money, because to create a food truck and like to have to manage it, it requires a lot of stuff. Like maybe I can say like maybe I guess like maybe maybe $2,000 $3,000 would be enough. But I just had 10,000 rupees, right? So I was a bit confused what to do, what to do. In the meanwhile, I was going through the training in my diploma final year. I was still in my diploma final year. So what happened is, in the summertime, when the summer was arriving, me and my friend was planning to open a juice center in my father's shop. Like my father had a shop in the center of the city. So we like I asked my father for permission to put a shop to a side, to a part of the, you can say, stall. So we asked for permission and he agreed with me. And yeah, we invested like 20,000 in total, and we started to run the shop. So yeah, we were still 18, I guess. Yeah, we were 18 then, and we started our own business. So what will happen was, first day we made like, you can say, pretty much around 1,000 rupees. It was good. And then we thought like, we did the math again. We thought like we are going to be millionaires by running a juice center. And again, it was continuing. Again, what really happened is the weather was not very good. The day we started the juice center, it was very good. And you know, like if the temperature is hot, everyone does drink juice, right? What
Yes.
happened is, after we started the juice center, for like 2 weeks continuously, it was raining. So that was something crazy. So we were going nuts, and it was not very good. And my father put a condition that I shouldn't go to the juice center. It was like a condition by my father, because my father didn't want me to see at the juice center. So I completely convinced my friend to manage that. Unfortunately, he was not able to make some money. Some days were like we made 30 rupees, 20 rupees by selling like one juice, two juice. Then we were like, okay, this thing is not working. And my friend had another good opportunity to make some money at some other local store. So what he told, like, Nikhil, let's stop this thing because we are going to losses. We already lost like 10,000 rupees in this. If you invest our time again, then we'll be losing more money. Then I was like, okay, I had no other choice, right? Because he was the one who is managing the store, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's stop this thing. So I don't say that was a failure. I didn't take care of it. I'm damn sure about that. Like, we didn't took out time. We didn't analyze anything. We just went into and just started to sell. And you know, that's not how it works. So yeah, we stopped the store, and then like my friend was working at, you know, local store. Then I again started how to make money. Ultimately my hustle never stopped.
Mhm.
So again, I like recently, like, sorry, not recently, like in 2019 in the May time, I saw a random Instagram post where he was claiming, like, I see a lot of motivational quotes like in Instagram to put myself motivated every time. So I was going through random posts. So I never comment actually on any post. Very rarely I like pictures. I never comment. So I saw a picture. It was like completely in my head, and I saw the quote. It was lovely, and then I started to read the caption. I never do so, but I did. So what he claims, that he said like, learn how to make $200 a day using internet, using a mobile phone. Then I was like, okay, let me try. Then I entered a comment like, I want more info. I commented something about the info. Then he DM'd me about some product, like his own course. So what really happened was, I watched the content which he sent me, and I gone through, like, it was about the ClickBank affiliate marketing, like how to make money
Yeah.
selling other people's product and all that kind of stuff. And I watched like the complete free training of him. It was like, I guess, 4 hours of content. He explained his numbers, he explained how it works, he explained how he can teach. Then after watching that, I was completely done. Okay, I want to pick this thing. I choose that one. I took the decision. Okay, I can do the math. Okay, I did the math. It's very easy. I invest like that the course was like for $1,000. I called him, I messaged him, I literally pleased him to provide the course for me at 20,000 rupees. To provide the course for me at 20,000 rupees. He usually sell it at $1,000. I really asked him. I really, you can say, dragged him. Like in the end, like he was going to block me. Still, I came out of the situation and I paid him $300 and he gave me the course access for
Okay.
learning how to affiliate market other people's product. So completely for 10 days, I was completely into that. I was rewatching the content. I was writing down notes from that. In the meanwhile, I was also reading books. I read like Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read like Think and Grow Rich and some other good motivational and inspirational books. So I was completely pumped up. I learned exactly what affiliate marketing, how affiliate marketing works. And then I started to take actions, right? In the June of 2019, I started to take action on how like promoting the affiliate products. I created like literally 10 Instagram accounts. I used to like post 9 times a day on each account. It was literally hustling. I was like in the same time my diploma was completed and I got a free seat in my local college. I didn't want to move to Hyderabad because unfortunately I withdrew like my IAS thing, right? So it was like I was doing online business, so I chose like it's better if I be with my parents. So I was into my local college. It was like a free seat because of my academic results. So yeah, in the meantime I was doing affiliate marketing. I was using 10 accounts. I tried to pitch someone, like dming them uh, DMing them to buy my products, and I see some results. Like within a month span I made like 15,000 rupees. Then I was like, okay, this is something powerful. In the first month itself, if I can make 16,000, then if I focus on it, I could make much more, right? So I was doing it on a large scale. I created like 30, 40 accounts and I was pumping traffic into that. Unfortunately, I was making a bit money, very little money, because
Okay.
I figured out like I was confused. I was using 40 accounts. My conversion rate from the website which I was selling was 1%. Like if
Oh,
100 people come in, only one was being a customer, right? I used to make like $25 for each sale. So yeah, I was making a little bit of money, but still I was not happy because I was doing a lot of work, right? So am I overly speaking?
yeah, I think, okay, let's finish this thing because you need to do the topic first.
Yeah, I was yeah, I speak nuts actually. I go
Yeah.
crazy while I tell
Okay,
my
yeah.
stories. Yeah, so then like you can say after like I joined the ClickFunnels community, I learned how funnels work. I created my own weight loss funnel and then I replaced my Instagram website with my funnel. So what
Okay.
really happened was my conversion rate from 1% went to 17. It was something crazy. I
That's
started to
great.
make hefty amount then. Then I realized like how funnels are very much powerful. We should have funnels for every business. Then I realized I replicated the same thing for different multiple offers like the yoga, manifestation. I was selling weight loss in the beginning, so I had pretty good success with affiliate marketing. I was making, you can say, consistent 70 80,000 rupees per month, like you can say on and around $1,000 per month. Then what I did is I shared my journey in the ClickFunnels community, and people were like, okay Nikhil, can you show your funnel? Then I showed them my funnel, and people were like, okay, if you design this good funnel, why can't you do it for us? Then I started fulfilling their orders. Like now I'm working with two comma club people as well, like who made more than $1 million in sales and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm pretty much into the agency stuff. I do consultation. I do affiliate marketing as well. I never stopped. Like I'm having like you can say 4 5 income streams now. So yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
guess I took a lot of time,
Yes,
but
yes.
still
Such
this
a
is about me.
inspiring story. Yeah, great, great, Nikhil, great. So thank you. Yeah, actually, Nikhil, as a concept, what is funnel?
So funnel is like very simple. People really overcomplicate this stuff, but funnel, see, funnel is not just mean click funnels or a website. Funnel is something. Funnel is the easiest way to convert a prospect to a consumer, right?
Yes,
It's like
yes.
a journey of a prospect to a consumer. The
Consumer.
easiest possible way to walk in like a prospect to a consumer, the best way to convert, that is what a funnel is. Like we see funnels everywhere, even in the malls, even in like exhibitions, everywhere there is a funnel. Even you buy stuff, you go to like dress shop, whatever, you go for shopping, everywhere you see funnels, right? There are offline funnels and online funnels. Like when it comes to online funnels, people used to use some traditional websites before, but people like in the beginning of the internet, like people spend like $1 on Facebook ads and they make 10, but it's not like that now.
Yes, yes, yes.
So unfortunately, every consumer is like product and everything about the internet thing. So we need to have funnels to walk in through the customer. So everyone like go nuts on websites and funnels. So there is very simple difference. Website is something like a, you can say, receptionist who just gives information of what you provide. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, buddy. Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
any kind of network issue?
No, not an issue. Yeah, please continue. I don't know why it is disconnected. Yes.
Yeah, that happens certainly. So not a
Yes,
big
yes.
issue. So yeah, the best possible way to convert a prospect to a customer is called a funnel, right?
Okay.
That is a very simple answer, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nikhil, actually, marketing has evolved a lot from those traditional customers to nowadays we can see a digital customer. So, how we can design a funnel for a
Hmm.
digital marketing?
So like designing a funnel for digital marketing is not something like that. What we can do is for every offline or online business, what we
Okay,
can use a sales funnel, a lead generation funnel, an opt-in page, a webinar to
okay,
increase the conversions. Like if say like if you're using a traditional website,
mhm,
if you are driving like 100 people, let's say if one person is being a customer, right? So then you're making a very little bit of money. You need to understand you're losing a lot of money on the table, right? If you use a funnel in the next place, you can generate so many leads. You can follow up them with your email sequence. You can use CRMs. You can make them schedule a calls with you, because I really feel calls does magics. And then you can upsell, downsell. You can increase the average customer value by using funnels, right? For every literally damn every business, you should be having a funnel, because funnel is, I already told you, funnel is not just click
yes,
funnels.
yes, yes.
Funnel is the easiest and the best way to convert a prospect to consumer. If you're using like, if
Okay,
you're taking like long certain distance, that it decreases your conversions, right? If you use the best way, it is called a funnel and it gives you the best output. Yeah.
okay, yeah. Okay, Nikhil, does a sales funnel and a marketing funnel are the same term or it has any different thing?
Yeah, so ultimately sales and marketing are like very relative terms, but sales funnel is completely into the marketing funnel. Like ultimately marketing comes down to lead generation, sales, follow-ups, webinars, and all that stuff. We market our stuff, right? If we have
Yes,
some stuff, we are going to market it, right? When we market, people buy. Like when
yes,
people
yes,
buy the stuff, that funnel is called sales funnel. So what I feel is sales funnel comes under the marketing funnel, right? Ultimately
yes, yes,
marketing funnel is like every business which is show up using a funnel, that is called a marketing funnel. When we are
yes.
selling stuff, that is called a sales funnel. So this is my explanation on this stuff.
Okay. Yeah, in this digital marketing funnel, what are the main reasons for customer dropout in between?
So yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, I appreciate that. So everyone claims that they can design a funnel, but what
Yes.
really happens is having a flow is the main reason. Like you should walk them through the journey of a prospect, right? The more you relate, the more people will buy. I've seen like some crazy headlines like make $10,000 in 5 minutes. That
Yes.
kind of fake claims, what really happens is people may click in the first place, but when they see the next picture, they don't have the connection, right? The thing you promised in the first place is not available in the second page, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
they feel misconnection and they drop out. But what you can do is having a flow means having the series of connections of what you're selling, what you're explaining, what you're offering is really important. And when it comes to funnel design, graphics, and copy, I come again, design, graphics, and copy are very important, which feels the
Okay.
premium. Like there is a fact, when people click on an ad, uh, they judge a website within like in half a second. So we have a very little time to grab their attention. If our design is not good, they're going to drop off, right? So we need to make sure that our hook, our design, and our copy should be great to have them continue with us.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. So, can you explain about some of the most successful funnel that you have worked with?
Yeah, definitely. So I already told you the first and very most successful funnel which I've worked on is like the weight loss funnel. I used a website before. What I did is I simply created. See, always when you're building a funnel, you should relate some stuff. Let's say if you want to lose weight, what I did is I took a person who was very like fat. I walked in her through the journey, like how did he or how did she lose her fat. That journey personally connects, right? Everyone like who is using my funnel is a fat woman. I targeted the USA people. So the more I related, the more people buy it. So that is the reason my funnel was very successful, which converted at 17%. Actually, 17% is like something crazy, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
So,
the simple secret is relating with people. Yeah.
okay. So, what are the best tools to track the digital marketing funnel? Nikhil? Is there any
So
tools?
tools, we have like so many tools to track everything. Actually, even ClickFunnels has like complete statistics of how everything is going. And I
Okay.
personally like the Crazy Egg tool, which shows like where people are clicking. Crazy Egg is a really good tool. And I use like split testing, and I use like different hooks. And what we can do is I use like Pixel Helper to analyze the data. I use Google Analytics to analyze like what is the consumer behavior, where people are clicking, because we need to understand. Until we test, we don't know what's going to happen, right? We
Yes.
may feel that this is the best funnel in the world, but until we test and we check what's happening, we can't decide. So
Yes.
ultimately it comes down to testing, and tools are really important when we are testing, right? Volume is a very good tool where you can track the links, like which funnel is converting better, and A/B split testing tools. And there are multiple like there is a paper good tool which will show like in how many seconds our page is loading. I feel like page should load in 2 seconds. So yeah, there are so many tools like font sizer and mobile user, color picker, and so many things. I
Yes.
can't
Yes.
give them.
Yeah.
There is a
Okay.
huge list. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy Egg is the best tool. Crazy Egg is the best
Okay.
tool which will show like the consumer behavior.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, Nikhil, now I am going to ask some of the questions which you should answer in one word. It's kind of a rapid round questions. Okay, so
Sure.
define Nikhil Sai in one word.
Inspire.
That's good.
I would love to inspire. I'm here to inspire. I just want to provide value.
Yeah, great. So that one book which gives you a lot of inspiration.
Ultimately, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and also Elon Musk book. Elon Musk
Okay,
is
okay.
like my role model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
success according to you in one word.
Simply, success is contributing to the world to make the world to live, like to be a better place to live, right? Ultimately, you see like the greatest people we talk about in the history made the world a better place to live.
Yeah, that's great. So a business without marketing funnel.
Is like gold shop who has like closed doors.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
I mean it. Yeah.
Yeah, Nikhil, where we can find you online and how we can learn from you.
Sorry.
Where we can find you in online and what are the ways to
Yeah,
learn
I'm
from
on
you.
Facebook. Yeah,
Okay.
I know, like you know me, I'm
Yes,
on
yes, yes.
Facebook. So yeah, you can contact me on Facebook anytime. I would love to help. And also I follow the simple principle, reciprocity. I just help, I expect nothing back. So
Okay,
even my
okay,
clients will be like, oh Nikhil, you're providing so much value, I want to pay you, let me know your
okay,
price.
okay.
So that is a simple formula I follow. Yeah.
Yes, 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 that's great. So your words of word of wisdom for the newbies who wants to make their career in
Oh,
funnel marketing.
simple. Having a consistent desire to learn stuff. And also, I've seen some friends, like some friends of mine, who learn a lot of stuff but they don't implement anything. See, simple strategy to success is learning, implementing, failing, and learning again and implementing. Then we will success, right? Then we will succeed. So
Yes,
I've seen some people who will have a fear of failure, and they keep on learn but without any implementation. I recommend you to implement one, like learn one thing, and first what you need to do is implement that stuff what you learned. Let's say if you learn one into two is equal to two, then first implement that stuff. In the second day, like when you learn 2 into 2 is equal to 4, again implement that. Then only you can reach like 9,999 table, right? Implementation is the key, consistency is the key. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, Nikhil, thank you. So such a great session with you. So it's my pleasure. So thanks for being here.
That's
So
awesome, bro. Thanks
guys,
for having me.
Yeah. Hope you all guys, hope you all learned a lot in this session. So in next session, I will come up with a new topic and with a new person. Until then, take care and bye bye.